Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal, PeaceLoveMusic, with another episode of the Let's Go Stacks Good Morning Show, brought to you live on DeOrganized Media in partnership with our good friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Thursday, the 19th of December. We're deep in the holiday season. If you are catching us today, thank you for tuning in. We know that people are busy with a bunch of stuff going on. The markets are churning. Things are just developing so fast in our ecosystem. It's actually been a great year as we reflect. And I'm just super excited to be here. I'm happy to be where we are. We have a little bit of a slow day today. Slow for us, with all the stuff going on yesterday. Congratulations again to all the Staxy Award winners. Stackies Award winners. Getting a little bit tongue-tied with some of the stacks and Staxy and Stackies and Staxies and all that stuff. But yeah, congratulations to all the winners. Lots of great people getting recognized for a lot of great work. And there was a ton of people. I mean, we have a great ecosystem. So sure, there was a ton of people that didn't get any recognition that have put in a ton of work too. And that's how these things go. But super shout out to all of the people, well-earned recognition that they got for that. And, to those that maybe feel like they didn't get any recognition that they should have gotten, don't use that as motivation. Don't sweat that. Use that as motivation to kick yourself into high gear and keep producing for yourself. It's not the end of the world if you didn't get recognized in one awards segment in such a diverse population group of community. So with that said, friendly reminder, we are a news show. This is we are not providing financial advice. We are just providing news and information. So always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. And don't take my opinions as a basis for making your investment decisions. I often get it wrong. And sometimes when I get it right, I get my timing wrong. So, again, always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. The Stacks calendar for the day. I forgot to bring up the Stacks calendar, so bear with me for a second here. It takes me so just for you guys to know, if you are checking the Stacks calendar regularly, it's at stacks.co/explore/events/ a hashtag add events. And let me actually share it for you. I can show you guys what it looks like. If you're not familiar with the Stacks calendar, here it is. So, and it's actually, so if you go to just stacks.co and go to explore and go to events, you could click view calendar, but if you just scroll down, it's there. And, as you can see, we have our good morning show every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. or thereabouts. Oftentimes we have a lot of guests. I don't have any guests lined up today, partly because I love our guests and everything, but sometimes I need the show to be a little bit shorter than an hour plus with all the other stuff we have going on. So no guests today, just because, I need a break once in a while. We do have, so Stacks Link is on a break, but we will be back in the new year with regular meetings on the Stacks Link group and shifting that forward. And on, it doesn't, when it opens a new link, it doesn't continue to share. So you got Stacked Insights with Kyle Ellicott, that, and when you click on that, actually, this is what pops up. So you have down here, you actually have a link to where the space is going to be hosted and more detailed information about where it is. So you can get that stuff all right from the Stacks calendar as well. And then pretty soon, a lot of these things will also be available on the DeOrganized media schedule calendar as well. We're still building that out. It's some really cool stuff. But for now, we're going just with this basic Stacks calendar. We have at 10 a.m. Stacked Insights with Kyle Ellicott. At 10:30, we have the BNS public meeting, the working group, and that is with Larry Celebra. They meet as a Google Meet, and again, you can click right on that, and it'll show you where the link is to the Google Meet. So if you want to participate in these events, it's very easy to do so. At 11 a.m. today, we have the Bitcoin Pepe Community Forum space. Great group of guys there. Oh, I should actually. You guys can't even see this. I'm such a bonehead. There we go. Hold on. Let me actually fix this. It's a little better. So Bitcoin Pepe Community at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We do not have a BitcoinLive show today. We did last week. Last week we had with Hadan. So I got to double check. Is that listed as bi-weekly or every other Thursday? Did we skip a week? Maybe we skipped a week. I don't know. I'll have to double check. We'll have to coordinate Hero and get that fixed for the for future episodes. I'm not sure. We might be taking a break on that show through the end of the year and starting back up in the first week of January. Again, with the holidays and everything, and want to give everyone else a chance to have a break too. Even our guests. We don't want to be, everyone needs some time off. So I think we're gonna probably skip that for the rest of the year as well. The Leather Lounge is listed as 3 p.m. today, but I know that that's changed. And Stacks and Chill also is sometimes on, sometimes off. Do check out Doc's DJ Girl Mint coming soon. We actually have a few. I think we still have a few whitelist spots to give away. If you are interested, DM me, and we'll get you on that whitelist for Doc's DJ Girl Mint coming very soon. And that is the Stacks calendar for the day. Friendly reminder, when you stack your stacks, GM GP, GM Vipe, how are you guys doing? Good morning, good morning. How do you add? Oh, add to the calendar, GP? Right now it's through Hero, and he's super busy. That's really the problem. He's got a lot more important things to do than manage the calendar. So maybe we can find a way to help him out with that as well. But right now, if you want to get it changed, you have to message Hero. Oh, good morning, Marty. What's up, man? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you. I've actually been interested in trying to get into your Twitter spaces, your X spaces, but I just conflicts every time. I have other stuff going on, but I'd love to chat with you again. I haven't seen you since the election show, and that was a great time. On to the news. I'm a little more relaxed because I don't have any guests. I don't have to actually I don't have anyone waiting for me backstage, so I can kind of slow roll through this, which is good for me. It's a good for me to be able to do that. I don't want that one. I want that one. And also, so you guys see right here, there's a link here. You go check out Hermeticify. If you're into Bitcoin and you are, hold on a second. I got to figure out my processes here. I really need a producer to help me out. Why? That's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to come in over here. Here we go. You know what? Let's do it this way. That's better. So if you're into Bitcoin and you are So I got to figure this out. If you're into Bitcoin and you're looking to earn some solid yield, you have to check out Hermetica. They've got USDH, a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin that's not just stable, but earns up to 25% yield. You can head on over to hermetica.fi and stake your USDH and start earning immediately. It's that easy. Go check it out now at hermetica.fi. And I really do. This is, if you guys aren't aware, Hermetica is a Bitcoin-backed dollar stablecoin. It's pegged to dollar peg is based on holding native Bitcoin, an asset behind it, and a hedge to cover the spread, the price fluctuation to maintain the dollar peg. So you can earn up to 25% yield right now by staking your USDH on Hermetica. And then it's also deployable as a USDH. So if I launch the app really quick here and just show you guys, I am staking a little bit right now. So right now it shows I have SUSDH, and that's, so if I wanted to unstake, I could unstake my SUSDH, and I've actually earned a little bit in just a couple of days in value staking my USDH for SUSDH. And you can head on over to Hermetica.fi right now, QR code right there, or you just type in Hermetica.fi and start participating in that right now. It's really cool stuff. President-elect Trump and Elon Musk to meet with Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Tonight was the crawl, and I was actually supposed to change that because I think they might have already met where the meeting happened last night. I wasn't sure because of the timing. The report came in very late last night, my time, so I'm not sure where it was oriented or where they're meeting. But that's interesting that they're meeting with Jeff Bezos. It's important, actually, that we get these guys, Bezos and Zuckerberg and all those guys on board with what the government's looking to do with crypto and fixing the censorship problems and all that stuff. So it's important stuff. Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by 25 BPS. Fed Chair Powell says it might take 1 to 2 years for inflation to reach 2%, down to 2%, which makes sense. But I mean, just a little bit over 2% inflation is not that bad. If it starts creeping up again, would be a big problem. But they did cut rates. Markets actually seem to have a sell the news reaction to it. But long term, that's providing liquidity, not taking it away. So I wouldn't overreact. You know what I'm saying? Over $1.5 trillion was wiped out from the U.S. stock market yesterday after Powell cut rates. BlackRock ETF buys the first municipal bonds issued through blockchain. That's interesting. I have to read more details about that, but it's an interesting idea. All projects in the top 100 cryptocurrencies now have a market cap of over $1 billion. Bitcoin miner Hut 8 buys $100 million in BTC, boosting total stash to $1 billion. That's bananas. Oh. Thank you, GP, man. I appreciate the appreciation, guys. I really do. It's every day. We try to do it every day, and we're pushing hard. But there's so much going on. It's almost like we can't cover everything, and I feel like I have a lot to live up to as far as making sure that I am covering this for our community and making sure that we are providing the best product we can. SBTC is now live. This is so cool. And again, it seems like it was a little bit of a sell the news event. Maybe the timing was just what it is. I'm super excited. I think it's one of the coolest things that I've seen happen in the space, and I cannot wait for it to be, more broadly adopted. But I mean, it's such a cool event, and I really think it's great. Why BTC? Why SBTC? You got Bitcoin finality, transactions as irreversible as Bitcoin. It's secure. So it's backed by Bitcoin itself via proof of transfer. And we can explain that further. There are lots of resources. If you're not familiar with POX, proof of transfer, you should look that up. It's really an interesting mechanism. Again, that's why when you stack your stacks, you're in Bitcoin, which is a huge factor here. It's programmable, smart contract predictability and clarity. And it's the opportunity to tap into $1 trillion economy. That's why SBTC, I can't say enough about it. I think it's you got programmable Bitcoin that's deployable into DeFi now. And all the Stacks DeFi projects have been, prepared. So they're already ready. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the last numbers. We were over halfway to the max threshold for the initial deposit phase. So there's a ton of liquidity already added to Stacks right now, and it's really it's really cool. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, I'm actually after today, after the shows today, we do have Zenatron's show coming up at 10 a.m. with the game master himself. Zenatron's going to come talk to us about gaming and GameFi and how that works on the blockchain. It's really cool information he's providing to us there. And then, just so you guys know, now with BTC now live, SBTC now live, don't miss the Surge 2 campaign on Alex. Rewards have been doubled to 2 million Alex for Surge liquidity providers. Some of the best yields of stacks for SBTC and meme coins will be found on Alex Surge. So be sure to check it out at app.alexlab.co/surge. And you can get there right there at that QR code right there. That'll bring you to the Alex Surge page, and you can check them out. Also, you should check out the DeOrganized.media page. You can now find a schedule for all of your favorite DeOrganized shows and Community X spaces, and info for show hosts, all in one easy-to-navigate platform. You can set up your own basic user account with a simple and secure Stacks wallet connection. And that's just brand new. We're still building it out, but it is secure. It is functional right now, and we're working on processes to kind of populate some of the information. But you can get links to prior shows, information about upcoming shows, and again, bear with us as some of that's still a work in progress. But we're pretty psyched about the move forward with that. Let's see. Stacks Sip and Innovation Call, community call coming up tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, every Friday at 11 a.m. with Hero Gamer and the Stacks org. Come learn about the latest developments on the Stacks chain and give us your input on what you would like to see built on Stacks. The BitFlow Runes AMM is now live. This is super cool too. The entire Stacks ecosystem will be able to bridge their runes into Stacks as SIP10 tokens, deployable on Stacks DeFi applications. This will not only bring a lot of interest to Stacks, but it will also unlock a lot of liquidity and functionality for Runes token holders. This is great. I mean, some of the cool stuff we have, and also for the SIP call on Friday, just to remind people, like we've come out to that. Most recently we've hosted Rafa coming out and talking about his latest developments with Jing.cash, his new project Factory.fun. We've had Lord Rosar come out and talk about Charisma DAO and the SIP proposal he's had for the new piece he's built out on Charisma for permissionless liquidity pools. And that's some interesting stuff going on there. We've had Dan Trevino recently come out and talk about the Stacks Pay SIP. It's now live, and you can read more about the Stacks Pay payment link SIP standard. You can read more about that on stackspay.org. And that's a standard that Boom Wallet will be using when it first launches. So you'll have that functionality within Boom Wallet going live soon. I'm not sure the exact date, but definitely got some great things going on in the Stacks ecosystem. We want to make sure that people are participating. So come out on Friday. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern time every Friday, and we want people to participate and come out and don't just listen. I mean, you can come out and just listen if that's better than not. It's a great way to find out what's going on, and maybe if you get to know who's who in the process there, in the SIP process, and some of the people in the ecosystem, you can just come and listen. But don't be shy about asking for a mic and coming up and chatting with us while we're talking about these things, because it's really important. What's up, Diggs? Good to hear from you, man. It's very important that we get as much community participation as we can. And with that all said, the news all read, I want to just say, there's a lot of stuff that happens, and maybe people build up too much short-term expectations, right? We're not here. This is not a get-rich-quick process for most people. If you're here for get-rich-quick, what value are you adding? That's the key. When you're here, if you're looking to get rich quick, how are you getting rich quick if you're not adding value? You got to add value. You're not getting rich at all if you're not adding value. If you maybe get lucky and extract value from others, but that's not a long-term sustainable process. It's best if you work to add value, provide something to others as part of the routine. So you've listened to me monologue the news in my gray hoodie and unshaven since yesterday face. And I love the community. I'm a little frustrated with how hot and cold some people are. Like, it seems to go really quickly from being hyper bullish to like very fuddish. Some people, not a lot of people, but there's a lot. There seems to be things happen. I know we had projects that rugged, and that hurts the community. But you also have lessons to learn there, right? When a project rugs, you got to learn why. What were the signs? How could I have known? And avoid projects that are doing similar things in the future. At the very least, I have avoided the rugs because I'm very cautious and I pay attention to my risk tolerance. And that has cost me some opportunities as well. I haven't rushed into some tokens that if I had, I would have potentially made a lot of money. But I also don't get rugged. So don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Always do your own research. If there's no liquidity in a project, it doesn't matter how much it's run up. And if it's already run way up, you probably missed it. Just some basic stuff, It's not the end of the world if you pay attention and walk slowly. Don't worry about the big stick. Wednesdays at 2 on the Rue console. You can get some of that information from GPSC. I love you, dude. That's all I got for y'all today. Thank you all for tuning in. You all have a blessed day. We'll catch you at 10 a.m. on the Zenitron show. And otherwise, y'all have a blessed Thursday and crank it. 2 days left in the week. Finish it out strong. I love y'all. Peace out.